All praises to Yahweh Basham Yahweh Shai, Basham Makar Kwadash. The one is to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone and Shalom to get to the nation of Israel. And this is just going to be a quick video on hypocrisy again, man. On how the men and women get treated completely different in this world, right? And this is which I think I might have did a video on this a while back as well, but some recent things that have took place have made me remember this again. I've been looking at a few things, and this is a situation by where the boxer, who is a very good fighter, man, Terence Crawford, right? His father told his mom that he's going to be a world champion boxer one day, but his mom told him, you ain't going to be shit, right? That's what his mom told him, right? And she used to pay boys in the neighborhood to beat him up because she was thinking, oh, he thinks he's too tough, and she wanted to try and make him lose a fight or whatever, but none of the boys could whoop him. And in this video, it's almost like they try and kind of make out like, oh yeah, that was a master plan to make him be a star. No, that's got nothing to do with it, man, because had he have not went to all the training sessions, had he have ended up getting whooped like she wanted him to, she would have been like, well, I told you that's what was going to happen anyway. I told you. Now, boy, sit your ass down. That's how she would have did it. And that's how Eve, in general, does the Israelite man right now. The Israelite man, the Israelite woman is the main scoffer of this whole Israelite doctrine, and she's quick to give her little testimony and make her little waste ass biography. Why I stopped being an Israelite? Why I stopped being an Israelite? And she's quick to blab her mouth. Oh, them man want multiple wives, yo. Listen, honey. Yeah, every man really wants multiple wives. All of us. The man from Edomites, he wants multiple wives. The Elamite man, he wants multiple wives. All of men, every man really wants multiple wives. Really, for the most part, if every single man could have damn near every single woman that's attractive on this earth, or as many as he can get his fill from, he would want them all. Let's just be real about life. That's what it really is. And the sooner women accept that, yeah, the happier you'll be. Because that's the truth of the matter, not the lying. That's the truth. All men on the earth want multiple wives. That's the reality of it. Because that's one of the main ways how a man can stop women getting on his damn nerves. Because when they realize that a man can get another woman, this attitude seems to be nicer. And even if the attitude ain't nice, the man don't need to care, because he ain't going to be around to deal with a stinking attitude anyway, because he'll be around another woman. And then if that woman's attitude acts too funky, he'll be around another one. And according to the Bible anyway, right, according to the laws of Yahweh Basham Yahweh Shai, and this is where we get our ideas from, right, once a month for 7 days minimum, the woman's unclean. So how many times is that then over a year? 12 times, right? So for 12 weeks out of a year, the woman's unclean and the man's not allowed to deal with her. Never mind when she actually gives birth to a child. And then it's 40 days if it's a boy, and 80 days, if I'm not mistaken, if it's a girl. So how many weeks is that over a year that the woman's unclean? Just by natural causes taking place. How many? But you people out here in this world, you're not real, man. And you women, you're not real, because you want men to accept that you want all your life paid for, but you don't want to accept the things that men desire. You don't want to accept the things that men desire in this world, but you think a man's supposed to accept all your needs and wants. No, he don't have to, man. You know what I mean? No, he doesn't have to. And this woman right here, right, she was despicable. And she was trying to really break her son's belief in himself, man, which the belief that his son had really would have came from what his dad said about him. He's going to be a world champion. And the mad thing is, you don't even see this Terence Crawford guy really say too many things. That this is me saying it. I don't know if there's videos out there. You don't really see him say too much about what his dad's under. And even Floyd Mayweather, man, who's another great boxer, he even at the end of his career had to bow down and be like, you know what, to his dad, you know what, I remembered all the things you taught me over all these years, man. I remember all the things you taught me. Crying. crying in the ring corner, like when he was fighting Berta, I think. Like, I remember all the things you've told me over all these years. He was right about it, and said, "I love my dad," and he's that's the kind of word that make a father cry. Because in this world, nobody don't give Jake respect on nothing really, and the same way how this woman was saying this kind of stuff to her son that he ain't gonna be shit, right? And nobody really cares to say anything. If a father has a daughter and all he's trying to do is make his daughter not be a harlot, and he's telling his daughter, don't go out late, don't do this, and they'll say, oh, the father's too controlling over his daughter, he ain't no, you know what I mean? But then they won't say that he's too this and he's too that. If he's paying for all the dumb things that his daughter might want, or she wants to have a house party, or he pays that and stays upstairs, or even leaves the house, or he rents her out of some hotel suite or something like that for them to do their madness. Buys her a pink Mercedes. Oh, he's a good dad now. But if he starts trying to put any restrictions on his daughter to make her not be a harlot, oh, now he's not a real father. But then none of you women complain when moms are out there asking their son for, asking their 13-year-old sons for money, for their birthday money, which we ain't supposed to celebrate no birthdays anyway. But money that be more than likely been given from their father to pay for light bills and that. And that's how a lot of you moms do in this world, your sons and your daughters, man. A lot of you moms try and use your daughters, and I'm gonna keep it real, man. A lot of you moms out here try and use your daughters as like a nanny. You try and use your daughters as a nanny to take care of your kids that you're supposed to be taking care of, man. And a lot of you try and use your sons as a husband, an extra man around that's supposed to be paying for your life. And then you use your daughters, and a lot of you moms steal money from your children in general, buying things, running up your children's credit, damaging your children's credit, man. So that if, let's say, this world was a society that they were supposed to be able to win in, they wouldn't be able to because you've already damaged their shit. And I've seen way more women do these kind of things than what I've seen men do. Men are, from what I've seen, way better parents a lot of the time than what women are, man. But this world makes excuses for women all the time and leaves the women to just be able to go and do whatever they want to do. And this is one example. But Bud Crawford's mom created a monster. No, his father created a monster, created an excellent boxer because he believed in him. And somewhere in this story, when his mom would have been telling him he ain't this and he ain't that, I'm pretty sure his dad would have been around telling him, no, come and do this, son. Come and do that, son. Because a father is able to look way longer in the future to correct a man of his son, or to correct a man of his sons, which is what Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai has put the Israelite man in particular through. When you read Deuteronomy 30:1 to verse 6, right, that is pretty much showing how Yahweh was slowly going to guide us to go through the blessings and the curses, right? And at the end of all of that, we was going to end up having our minds circumcised, and we was going to be immortal on the earth because Yahweh knew exactly what he wanted to do with us. He put us through a gradual, which I've heard some brothers say it's like the Lord's apprenticeship. Some people say it's God training, and it's all of that. It's all of that stuff, man. It is God training. It is like the Lord's apprenticeship, man. It's the Lord's test. It's the Lord's training, man, to make us become amazing. Because a father looks way longer into the future when he's parenting than a mom. A mom, when she's parenting her child, she thinks, okay, he's 1 month and 1 day now, so I've got to treat him like this. Okay, he's 1 year and 1 day now, I'm going to treat him like this. But no, the father's thinking, okay, he's going to be an adult 1 day, I'm going to do this. I got to not make him get away with these things, because then when he becomes an adult, he's going to be a waste, man. He's thinking of his daughter. Okay, my daughter, I got to make sure that she knows not to try and do these kind of things with men, and to know how she's supposed to treat men with respect. Because if he starts thinking that she's just some superstar just because she's a bit pretty, mate, men ain't going for that. So she's going to end up being a person that people are just going to deal with and bounce. And I don't want that for my daughter. Or I wouldn't want these kind of things. This is the kind of way how a man's gonna think. A man thinks long term, whereas the mom's just thinking as long as the children ain't crying or ain't complaining about nothing, then that means that they're happy. And everything's about being happy. When men don't think like that, and the reason why women think like that for the most part is because that's how they think. As long as everything's happy, it's all good. But doesn't the scripture say, but she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth? So it's not about being happy all the time, man. It's about being real, seeing what's really going on down here, man. What's really going on. And that mom, she's not the reason why he ended up being like that. Ultimately, it's Yahweh that's the reason why he ended up like that. And had he have flopped, the mom would have said, see, I told you. She wouldn't have been like, oh, I was just trying to make it. Nah, she wouldn't have said that. Shalom, man.